Alright friends, we back with episode 14. In this episode, I would imagine that we are going to be doing a massive amount of grinding and hopefully turn Max into a bigger, badder version of herself in her next evolution. I'm going to kick you guys to an intro, and when we come back, we're going to be doing some grinding. See you guys in a second. So, one good thing about the end of the last sort of part that we were just doing in the tropical jungle is that our HP and our MP aren't back to full yet, and the reason why this is good is because we can actually use this as an opportunity to try and feed Max some MP and HP chips. Now you might be thinking, Jack, why are you going to waste some MP and HP chips when you could just rest? We're not going to be doing any battles just now or for the rest of today most likely, because we've just spent the early hours of the morning training. Now Max is age 9. We have about 3 days, maybe 4, but probably 3 until she is looking to Digivolve, and therefore we're going to be doing a bit of heavy grinding. But first and foremost, her HP and her MP, why is that important? Let's just stick Max on the speed training for now. We can try and force feed Max some recovery items, and our hopes is that she is a bad girl and declines them. Now, I'll show you guys what I mean just now. We are going to waste some items doing this, right? But at the same time, it's a small price to pay for what we are hoping to achieve. So, let's try and feed Max an MP floppy. Now, knowing my luck, she's probably going to take it straight off the bat without any problems. Right, okay. What we're aiming to do here is discipline. It's all about Max's discipline. Now, when we feed Max an item, there's a chance that she rejects it. Now, because her discipline is actually still quite high, she's probably going to take a lot of these items and she's not going to like refuse any of them if we were to be unlucky, pretty much. But right there, when she does this, she rejects the health item. We aren't actually at full HP, so we get this opportunity to scold Max, and it puts up her discipline a massive chunk. It puts her happiness, in fact, right there, I think I actually put her happiness up, which is kind of insane. We're going to try and do this a few more times just to get our discipline up, because we could scold Max for no reason at all, but if you do it off the back of one of these MP floppy feeding sessions where she rejects, or where we would hope she would reject, we'll do one more small recovery. She might just take it straight up. Okay, perfect. And we'll scold. Now, when we scold, when she rejects something, we get a massive bonus that we wouldn't normally get. Normally, if you just scold them straight up, their happiness would go down, their discipline would go up a tiny smidge. Whereas if we do it this way, it's much, much more effective, and we don't lose any happiness because of it. So that is excellent. That is us almost up to full discipline with Max. So, again, we burn a couple of recovery MP floppies, but those aren't particularly expensive, and we just saved ourselves a lot of hassle. Now, over the next few days, because we do have 3 days, Max's discipline is going to go up slowly anyway. Her discipline's actually starting to peak back downwards now, so we're actually going to go and rest at the clinic, because I think that's a suggestion that she's getting tired, so we're going to go and do that real quick. The reason that I wanted to do the discipline training the fast way like we just did, where we wasted some items, is because it's just much, much quicker. So we could have maybe nursed, I like that word, we could have nursed her discipline up slowly just by taking her to the bathroom, by feeding her and things like that over the next few days rather. But then we might have hit around age 12 and Max's discipline wouldn't have been exactly where we want it. This way we're going to have no troubles at all in getting it up to full. So that being said, another important factor is Max's weight. We are going to feed Max one super carrot here. Are we going to do that? That would actually be... yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Now, if you use a super carrot, and then you use a sirloin right after, which we're probably going to do here, her weight went down, but now we can knock it back up with... In fact, yeah, we can... Let's use a Digimushroom, actually. When we do this, we override the training effects of the super carrot. So, a lot of you guys were asking about the training effects of the super carrot in the comments, and I'll get to that in just a second, because they do actually buff your stats as well as adjust our weight like what we're doing just now. So we're going to feed Max one more Digimushroom. That's 4 food items she just took there, and that should put her up. Excellent. So with that, we'll put her to sleep right here, and our weight's back to 31. So when you eat a super carrot, it puts your weight down, right? but then it also gives you certain training aspect buffs when you're training in the gym. Now, which one's the Super Carrot buff and which one's the Hawk Radit buff, I have forgotten off the top of my head, but I will stick it up on screen for you guys right now. And basically, we've got 6 training apparatus bits of equipment in the gym, and the Super Carrot buffs 3, the Hawk Radish buffs the other 3. When we eat after we have eaten a Super Carrot or a Hawk Radish, we immediately negate all those training buffs that we would pick up. So I was a bit upset there because I used a Super Carrot and then I used a bunch of like Digimushrooms on the top, so we negate that buff. You could say, well, Jack, why didn't you use the Super Carrot at the end? And the problem with doing that is you're kind of trying to guess when Max is going to be full. Because we've seen it before. Sometimes we feed Max and she's happy with her weight after 1 Digimushroom. Sometimes she needs a sirloin. Sometimes, like right there, she needs 4 different bits of things to make her hungry satisfied. So it's just a guessing game and you can end up burning a few Super Carrots anyway. So I just did it that way for simplicity's sake. But that's the reason why we didn't do the other way around, okay? So, I think the next few days are going to be pretty heavy on the training front. So what I'm going to do is I will cut to I guess a training compilation, because you guys seem to like the last one. We're going to cut to a training compilation. It'll be quite short. And when we come back, hopefully Max will be looking to Digivolve soon. Again, we don't know if it's guaranteed. We're going to try our absolute best to get it. But I guess you guys will see in just a second. Is Max going to Digivolve or is she going to fade away? Cue training music.
She knows we can get it, but she tryna play it cool right now. She know that she gon' come with it, get it, don't wanna lay it down, okay. I was thinking, I figured you rap in a minute, that's all, but you proving me wrong. Engaging the intimate, feeling you into it, get it, I get it, you wrong. You can talk that shit if you thinking like me, girl. But to walk that shit is a whole nother thing, girl. Like usually I don't do this, but with you it wouldn't count. Excuse me if I'm foolish, but let's do this shit right now. Are you down?
Hello? What, you want me to get the washing in now? I'm trying to raise a Phoenixmon here and on the side save the digital world. No, but okay, I'll get the washing in. No, you don't have to load the shop. Mom! Alright friends, this is us into day 12 and I think if my calculations are correct, this should be the day that Max is going to be digivolving. Now there's a couple of things that we need to tweak real quick. First and foremost, I think we trained a little bit too heavily at the end of the last day and therefore our discipline started to creep back up a bit. So we can rectify that in just a second. But also Max's weight is sitting around 27, which is actually kind of perfect, so I guess that's not too big a deal. But what we will do is head over to Vegemon, and when we pick up our sirloin right now, we've got 5 pieces. Nice. That's hopefully that's a good omen. We're also going to buy 1 more Super Carrot if I can afford that. Awesome. And leave him for now. So we need to get a way of putting Max's discipline up. And I don't want to have to force scold her, so what we're going to do is just do our old trick with the small recovery and hope that she eventually neglects one of these. Now she's probably not going to, because her discipline is getting really, really high at this stage. There's 2 down the drain. We could just scold her again, but it's going to affect her happiness, and I want to keep her happiness in good shape. I guess she's just going to be a really good person and eat all of these. Are you going to turn all of our small recoveries here, Max? I guess that's what it's looking like. Let's try 1 more, and if this doesn't work, we can give up here. Alright, Max is being super efficient right now, which is, I guess, is kind of cool, but I don't want to scold her as well, so what we'll do is we'll head into our training session for the day. She will eventually need fed, she will eventually need to go to the bathroom, and therefore this might be our opportunity to get our discipline up into the last few stages. Now, this is what our stats are looking like right now. As you can see, we are well under where we need to be according to the stats we were going on before. Our HP and MP are still 1,500 short both. Our speed is like 100 short and our brains is well short. So that being said, we're going to do a couple more training sessions in brain, but hopefully, if we're lucky, see a bit of progress here and hopefully get our digivolution. Now, we want Max to need some food soon and also go to the bathroom in order to hit our things. So there, straight off the bat, is our food category. So let's feed Max a sirloin and hope this puts our discipline up a little chunk. Okay, that didn't go up as much as I was hoping for, to be honest. But at the same time, I'm thinking we could actually scold Max into trying to max our discipline. Let's do it once and we'll show you, just for argument's sake, that you see how much it doesn't go up very much. Let's just chill with Max for now. I think she's going to need to go to the bathroom soon anyway, so let's do one more spot in our brains and see. This is getting I'm getting kind of nervous here. I hope this pays off. So does she need to go to the bathroom this time? Not this time, but it's probably next training session or around one of these hours. Let's see. Brains are almost at 300. Right, bathroom time. Fingers crossed. What is our weight at? 30. Okay. This is the moment of truth. If this puts our discipline up full, then we might see a digivolution here. What better place to do it than at the bathroom? Let's see if this is going to work out or not. I'm actually super nervous here. No, okay, right. So we didn't digivolve just there. Our weight is 28. I really want to feed Max when she doesn't need to be fed, but that being said, I actually think that would put our discipline back down. Let's just see if we can get through today and see if we can digivolve at some point, because I think it's soon, but we will see. Maybe we wouldn't digivolve at all. Wouldn't that be sad? Right, let's talk to Centaurmon. We'll pass an hour because Max is a bit tired. We'll rest up. That's not going to proc anything. Okay, let's just go with the flow here and see how this day pans out. I would like to get Max's weight up to 30 on the nose because I think that might have something to do with it, but we'll just leave it for now. We'll keep training and hopefully her discipline won't go down again and we can keep it full. And we should be in a good spot, hopefully. Every time the hour procs as well into the next hour, that could be the potential for Max to change. So let's see if anything happens here. Nope. Okay, cool. Let's just we'll put our brains up one more slice, and then we'll also maybe do a bit of training in HP and MP. Again, any one of these could also proc the Digivolution and see if that works as well. Okay, so food time. The moment of truth. Let's use a sirloin on Max and see if this is going to change anything. No, okay. That didn't proc anything either. So Max is on 31. She's age 12. All of our stats are looking roughly where they need to be. Let's keep putting up our MP here. In the waterfall of dreams. I dream of a Phoenixmon. Can we make it happen? That's the question. Let's actually keep doing waterfall training because this is quite good for her offense as well. We can get that up on the side here. Keeping an eye on our discipline because we don't want to fall below into that stage where we don't have 100 discipline. This is actually putting up our defense, not our offense. That is us into 3000 MP. It's pretty insane. And Max needs fed again. Okay. We can actually afford to feed Max a sirloin, so let's do that. Because we're not going above the 35 that we need to be. And just like that, boys and girls, I think we have a Digivolution. I am so happy about that. Let's get some Digivolution hype because there was a chance that wasn't going to work out. But I'll let Max Digivolve and then we'll have a chit chat in just a second. Is it in a Phoenixmon though? Yeah, it's in a Phoenixmon. Alright, awesome guys. Next stage of the playthrough complete. We have achieved a Phoenixmon and I think we should also see our tamer level go up as well. So that is ballin'. If you guys have never seen Phoenixmon before, look at Max right now because this bad boy is fucking insane. She takes up a massive portion of the screen. And most importantly, she is one of the silent Digimon that follow you around and don't make a fuck ton of noise. So that is great. So let's have a look at what Max is cooking like now. Our HP and our MP flew from 2,500, 2,600 all the way up to 4,500 almost. Our offense went up a small chunk as well. Our defense is sitting roughly where it was, went up a tiny bit, and our speed and brains have saw a massive increase as well. I think by 100 and something, so that's fantastic. Now that we have this bad boy, we also have access to more fire moves and also more air abilities. So if we come across those at some point, we will be able to grab some of them. Now, I think now that we have Phoenixmon, we should be equipping some fabulous moves that kick a bunch of ass. So that being said, what should we go for? I definitely want to pick up Spinning Shot because that's going to make its way in somewhere. And we should also equip either Meltdown or Prominence Beam. Now 444 versus 400, and that's 318 versus 183. We haven't actually used Prominence Beam, so for the time being, let's equip that. We'll actually stick on a small move as well. We struggled to get some of the wind moves, so let's show them some love. And with that, we will see how Max gets on in a fight. Let's what we'll do is we will rest Max up. We'll finish training for the day. Can we actually hit anything funky here just to yeah, we could put our defense up to 300, I guess, and we'll also do a bit of training in our HP as well. And try and get Max up to a last few things. We're going to rest for the day, pick up a bunch of HP and MP from our sleeping schedule, and then we can take Max out for a spin and see what she can do in this form. And there's also something that I have just remembered as well. These things are all coming back to me at once. Something we didn't point out before is that, well, first of all, here's Sukamon. Sukamon, let's see what's around here. Now, you remember when we met Sukamon in Trash Mountain where we got the fishing rod? He doesn't have the animation where he runs out of the place and we get the music for someone joining the city. He just tells you that he's going to turn up and visit every now and then. So that's him here. He sits here and he doesn't do anything. Sitting directly across from the toilet, I might add, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Digimon's house no longer looks like the shit version of Digimon's house that it was before. It is actually upgraded and expanded into this nice sort of modern building that is much, much wider than the old kind of bucket that he was living in before. So our city is expanding. Inside looks a bit bigger. We don't have Punamon's little chair there. We actually have a fucking chimney going on. And we've also got the save machine and Togemon as well. So we can come back and talk to Digimon another time, I guess. But for now, let's grab our meat. And I think we have a date with the further regions of Gear Savanna and whatever is beyond. Let's go up via this way for a change, because I think there's something else we might be able to proc up here as well. So yeah, another thing to keep an eye on is Dramojimon will be back tomorrow, I think, with our 10-day expedition. So that's something to be excited about. I feel like we shouldn't be test running Max on these poor little rock guys, but I think we're just gonna have to go full ham and get our ass kicked. That's a bit awkward. This looks like Prominence Beam. Yep, that's exactly what that is. She's just going to straight up Prominence Beam both of them right in the face. Maybe we should try and rebalance our movesets a little bit to have other abilities. Either that or we can try and get our brains up to 500, which is 100% achievable. We could definitely do that as well. And that way we'll be able to pick which moves we want, and Max won't be able to just go full fucking hard ass mode and blast everybody with Prominence Beam like she just did there. Maybe we can do that when we come back to the city. So yeah, we were talking about Dramojimon. He is back in the city tomorrow, I believe, because it is the 4th, I think, he comes back from the 10-day expedition. And we can pick up whatever item that it is that he brings us, because 10 days, you'd hope that it's pretty decent. Max, can we feed you a Digimushroom? Would that work? Wait till you see this cool animation Max does when she's full now as Phoenixmon. Okay, we can't actually see it because the screen is too small. Fuck my life. Alright, what is this here? We turned up here before and there was only one of these on the ground, but now things are starting to expand. What's going on? There are more of them now. Do you think they're from the UFO? So there's these sort of metallic crop circles starting to appear here. Oh god. I am just gonna... In fact, there is actually a bathroom down to the left here, so we're going to try and make that, I think, because if we didn't, we would be a noob. There's crop circles appearing in the Mount Panorama Plains, something that we will definitely come back to in the future, but for now it's not looking too bad. We're going to neglect that Digimushroom in the hopes of getting to the bathroom on time. Yeah, sorry to go back to Dremogimon for a third time, but I'm hoping that he brings us a Digivolution item. Now that is obviously not guaranteed. He might bring us something just as good, or if not better. But I always like when he brings us Digivolution items, because one, they're worth quite a lot of money, but also two, it's kind of exciting to have that sort of option there if we decide that we want to Digivolve into whatever he brings us. Because I remember before he brought me the Digivolution item for Ninjamon, and at the time I was kind of in love with Ninjamon. I thought it was extremely cool, and so I was well chuffed when I got that. It would be cool to get something similar again, but that's for tomorrow. We'll pick that up later on. Let's head into the gloriousness that is Gear Savanna. Now I think we want to be taking a right here, I believe. I think this is right, or is it the next area? Let's actually go forward here. I think it's... Oh, I thought Dremogimon was wanting to tangle with Max. Don't think that's wise anymore. Well, right. Well, I guess we're fighting this guy anyway. I should have been able to walk past him, but we fucked that up, and now this poor little guy is going to pay the price. Probably going to get a prominence beam right in the face. Max, am I right? 1 offense point and 400 chips. And we get to watch him walk all the way out of the screen. Alright, let's make our way on up through this place. Dude, I love Gear Savanna's music. It is super awesome. We also encountered Leomon up here on the right, but he's still chilling. He's not up to much just now. Oh, I think we could have actually probably dodged that guy to the left, and it would have made things easier. Sometimes I make the dodging extremely difficult when it doesn't need to be. Let's go back in here and see if it is just an empty bit of dirt, or if there's something exciting going on. Again, just to show you guys, it's the 3rd day of the year, and with that we also have this. Hey, what's this shit? Oh, dude. It's a cash converters. It's a shop. So, we have 2 things going on here. Let's talk to this guy first. This small little guy. Mojo Jojo's left brother. This is a recycled goods shop. I want a regular item. I want a recycled item. So, let's have a look. I don't have anything to sell. Now, what this is, if you get defeated in battle, you sometimes lose items, right? A lot of you guys know that. When these items are gone forever, they actually come back to this shop. If it is here, you can come back and sometimes buy some of your items back that you have lost. They probably sell you at an expensive rate, but if you lose something extremely important, you can at least pick that back up. Or have a chance to pick it back up if you really want to. The regular shop isn't that exciting, so we're just going to leave that for now. Nowhere near as good as shops that we've got in town. Let's talk to this fool. This is a Digimon card shop. And I have an extremely itchy nose. Let's talk to this guy. What is a Digimon card? Jeez. Our protagonist is extremely innocent and pure sometimes. Everyone's collecting them. You can't lose with them. Oh. I'll give you one for free for starters. It's a good one. So let's see what he's going to give us off the bat. It's actually us. The card of Wolfie. Why he has that on him, I have no idea. Extremely creepy. We need to be watching our backs from now on. Let's see if we can buy a card here. So we can actually sell cards for money, and we can buy cards. Obviously, we want to buy some. We don't actually have enough money to buy a lot here, but we're going to buy a pack of 3 because we have only 1 card right now, and that's Ninjamon, and we can also buy 1 at a time. 500 bits for a pack. Well, I think that's a bargain, so let's go for it. Open the pack right away. We get a Flaresamon card that we don't have yet. We get a Vegemon card that we don't have yet, and we got a Bakamon card that we don't have yet. So when you open these cards, it is completely random. I'll show you them in just a second, but I guess we can buy another pack. When you get something exciting or something special, I guess like a shiny or a rare or whatever you guys would call like regular Pokemon Digimon cards back in the day, he will tell you. Let's buy 1 more pack while we're here. And we've got a Hagurumon card. That's pretty cool. A Vegemon card that we've just picked up. And another Vegemon. Oh my, right, we're not, no. We're not leaving. See, this is how you start digging yourselves a hole, guys. Don't buy Digimon cards at home unless supervised by an adult. Right, 3rd pack, this is 1500 bits. We get a Tankmon, that's pretty cool. We get a Demi-Merimon, which is alright, and a Nanimon, which is pretty chronic in all honesty. I think we better get out while we still can before we end up spending all of our life's worth and loans from Digimon. From File City in there. So let's have a look at our cards now. Our cards actually fill out this spot here. So I think one of the coolest ones we probably picked up was probably Tankmon, Flaresamon, who's actually looking extremely sick, and Hagurumon, who's also kind of cool. We've got Bakumon and Nanimon and our Ninjamon that we got way back at the start. And this one up top is actually us. Again, don't know how he's got that. Extremely weird. Let's go out of this place right now. At some point, I would like to, in this playthrough, grind up enough money to come back here and just go absolutely tits mental and try and get as many Digimon cards as we can. I think there is actually a medal in the game that rewards you for collecting all Digimon cards. I've never actually showed you guys this tab before, but there is a medal system in this game. The medals are pretty difficult to get. As you can see, we've been through 2 Ultimate generations and recruited a bunch of guys, and we don't have fucking any medals right now. So one of those medals, I'm pretty sure, is for collecting all the Digimon cards. Maybe we could acquire that, because never in my life have I picked that up, and it'd be pretty cool to get that at some point. Again, I make no promises, because that could be a pretty stressful endeavour. I imagine having all the cards bar 1 and trying to get that 1 card. That would be pretty painful. Let's go along to the right here, past Trash Mountain, into this area with the bathroom. Here's Trash Mountain here, Unimon, and up to the right. Now this is actually an exit we've not been in before, and I'm not sure how Phoenixmon is going to react to this next area. I've got a feeling, let's just actually walk in and have a look. This, guys, is the Gecko Swamp. This is up past Gear Savanna to the north, and actually Phoenixmon doesn't respond to this area at all. So that's kind of cool. I thought she was going to get a bit sick here, and I was nervous about that. So in this area, we literally just have a swamp. We can go up to the right. Can we go up this way? No, we can't. I'm talking shit. We can actually go up to the north. So let's have a look in here and find out what's going on, because we've done a few grinding episodes, and I think we deserve to do a bit of exploration to new parts of the map. So again, when I was younger, in my mind, let's have a look. Is there anybody here? Just some Yamamon. Okay, we're going to fight these guys. When I was younger, this area of the map was particularly difficult for me, and I'll explain why. Now, in my infantile brain, this part of the map was miles away from File City, when in actual fact, we've got here in about 5-10 minutes, and that's obviously on top of stopping in at the card shop and on top of battles. You could easily make it here from File City in under 5 minutes. That being said, I didn't used to buy items as much when I was younger. Items are so important in this game, and if you spend your money as much as I do when I play it, then you should always have sort of HP recovery items to sort of top you up. When I was younger, I think I used to overtrain in the gym, and I used to spend all of my time running between locations hoping that my Digimon didn't die. Now, that's obviously not a pretty good way to play the game, but at the time I didn't know any better, so can you blame me? We actually get quite a lot of money from these guys. That's pretty sick. That's 2 Digimon cards. That's how 2 Digimon packs. That's how we're going to start measuring our metrics for how much money we have, by the way, how many packs we can buy. Yeah, this area to me was extremely... I was kind of paranoid about it because it was so far away. I was always scared about it. We've got a bathroom here. And also a little area that looks like it's accessible, but it's actually blocked off by grass. If you can see that, there's definitely a path going on there. Let's run through here real quick, just for argument's sake, and have a look in the next area. Because we're no longer in Gecko Swamp, we're now into Misty Trees. Misty Trees actually also has awesome music, so I'll let you hear this real quick. Really, really soothing music, but it's probably to do with the sort of calm, distant sort of atmosphere that we have in this area. Now, it's extremely foggy right now, and there are a bunch of mad Fugamon that are going to try and beat the shit out of us, as well as some evil Shellmon. Now, inside this area right now, we have a few paths of where to go. Let's fight these guys. Mori Shellmon. We said we were going to take Max for a spin, so let's see how we get on against these guys. Hopefully we don't die here. I don't expect that we do, but this is also a good opportunity for us to grind up some of our money that we've lost. Let's hope that Max doesn't get shafted here. How many medium? Oh yeah, we've got plenty of recoveries. We're going to be absolutely fine. And with Spinning Shot, which hits 2 enemies, we will be more than fine here. Let's just throw a medium recovery at Max. Yeah, right now this area is extremely misty, but we're going to change that super soon. Right now in the fog, what will happen is you can run into different areas of the map, and the fog will reset you back to random places. Now, if you don't know what you're doing, you could be like, why is the game trolling me like this? Why does this keep happening? It can be quite annoying to navigate sometimes, but we're going to show you guys how to fix that real quick, because although I love Misty Trees in terms of its pleasant atmosphere and its music, running into battles like this 24/7 can prove to be quite difficult over and over. So we pick up 1400 bits, and we're going to head back down into Gecko Swamp real quick, because we have a date with someone who is a random chance spawn. Now, we've just been through Gecko Swamp and we didn't see anyone, which means that at that time... Are you going to fight me? No, of course you're not. You're too wise for that. We're going to try and find this person who wasn't here the first time. We're going to do it when we reset the screen. If we need to reset it again, we'll be doing it from the bottom. We do actually need to reset, so we're going to dodge past you, and we're going to dodge past you. No, we're not. Oh, yeah, we are. Okay, nice. The Dukes for days. We're going to come back into Gecko Swamp, and we're going to reset this as many times as we need to. Again, this should be at least a 1 in 3 chance, and because we've not procced it twice, technically we should be lucky third time, but I guess nope. That is just the RNG ways for you. We are going to jump back up here real quick. Can we get it third time? Fourth time rather? Yes, we can. So this little guy appears. Who are you? You don't look very fierce. Automon. He's going to call us Bird Brain. Then he's going to call us Numbskull, and then he's going to call us Dimwit. So Automon hasn't really learned a lot of manners wherever he was raised from. Chowderhead. That's not even good, mate. That's not even good. I'm not even bothered. Dum Dum, and then O the Greek. I guess that is some other sort of European language. That gets me mad. I'll just ignore them. Let's say that gets me mad. We are actually going to fight this guy and give him an ass kicking. So this guy's extremely rude, and because of that, Max is going to take a massive dump on his face. Probably with a couple of one cutters and probably with a prominence beam. Or, you know, because this guy uses water moves, he's going to turn Max into virus mode, which in all honesty is pretty embarrassing. But I don't think we need to worry about it too much. We have a virus, or a varius, whichever way you guys pronounce it. We could use that on Max, but we're just going to let ourselves transform back normally and hopefully one-shot this guy. Okay, almost. Feel kind of bad, you know. And we're going to kick this guy's butt. That's going to hurt. Oh, we're going back to pick... Okay, so I guess this guy actually has a bit of backup shit to put up with all his trash talking. He actually puts us into pixel form twice, which, to be fair, the Fugamon and the Mori Shellmon up north couldn't do to us, so props to this little guy. I guess he deserves some credit. That being said, we're still going to kick him in the face as we walk past. Tiny amount of stats, fucking almost negative amount of money. Let's find out what happens here. Automon, they aren't nice. And then what are you even talking about? Are you talking about us? Are you talking about someone else? What? Wait, what is it? So it turns out Automon is actually a bully. And he's been bullying someone in particular. These little guys. Hello? Hello, frogs with trumpets on your face. Geckomon, my master is calling me. Come with me, ribbit. I guess we have no choice but to go with these extremely badass looking frogs. Oh, wait a minute. Hello? Dude, you have got a sick setup for your sound. Is that Dolby speakers? Alright. Wolf and Max, thanks for coming to Volume Villa. So, for those of you guys that don't know, this is Shogun Geckomon. He looks like he needs glasses because his eyes look extremely fucked up, and I feel kind of bad for him. But he also looks like he's extremely comfortable in his villa. I'm sorry what we did to Automon. That was the little guy that we just kicked outside. Never mind. And Shogun Geckomon really doesn't seem to be bothered. I'm grateful. I heard that you've been working hard to save the island. So I think Automon was harassing all of the Geckomon. Or at least in my mind, that's what I have for some reason. It's always foggy there. Yeah, we've actually dipped our toes in there real quick, and we couldn't fix that. So you should meet Cherrymon, who apparently is the forest chief. So deep into Misty Trees, way up north, there is actually someone special called Cherrymon, who is a guardian of the forest, and he created the fog to protect the island from danger, apparently. So we're going to try and get through the fog to meet this Cherrymon and talk to him, because he has the answer to the fog and also the answer to Misty Trees. The only thing is we can't get through the fog because every time we walk in to a certain area, we get reset into different parts of the world. So although we would eventually be able to walk through and get to Cherrymon, it would take us a while and it'd be extremely fucking annoying. So you'll be able to see through the fog. Shogun Geckomon, being the master of Gecko Swamp and whatever, I guess, neighbour of Misty Trees, gives us a special ability to be able to navigate through the fog. So, with that, he casts his magic Japanese mysticism on us, and now we can walk through Misty trees. So, thanks for that, bro. Is that us done here? So, he gives us the ability to walk through Misty trees. Let's talk to one of these little fools. Stay back, stay back. Hello? Shogun Gekomon is collecting rare items, and he used to collect rare cards as well. Okay, so now he's into Digimon cards, and he... So what you can actually do here is there's an interaction with our Digimon cards that you can... hello? I want to fight in the arena. It seems like we, the Gekomon tribe, are looking down upon as a... are looked down upon as country Digimon. Okay, I get what he's saying there, sorry. Yeah, we're from the country too, and we have our pride. I see, that's how you feel, then go try it, good luck. And Gekomon joins the arena, so we actually picked up a city resident here as well. Back to Gekomon, because we actually have a couple of Digimon cards. Let's talk to this guy real quick. This is getting to be a long episode, guys, so I'll try and round this up soon. You want merit too. So, we can either show our Digimon cards to gain merit, which I believe it actually takes the card away from us, if I remember correctly. I think we have 2 Vegemon cards here. So oh, we've got 3, fuck me. So, he's going to give us 1 point for our Vegemon card. So, we're going to give it over. And just like that, you can start to earn points. So, normally... Shogun Gekomon is the game's way of getting rid of all your doubles that you don't need, right? Sometimes you get very, very little points, like 1 point for Vegemon, but really, who wants a Vegemon? We got 3 in the first 3 packets that we opened, so that just goes to show that some shitter cards they exist, right? Let's see what we could actually buy with our merit points, because if you give really good cards to Shogun Gekomon, he will give you a massive chunk of points, and with that, you can buy some of these. So, this is actually a place where we can actually acquire on demand, if you like, offense chips and defense chips and brain chips. Now, it is pretty sick that we can pick these up, but as you can see, 800 points. We only got 2 points for giving them 2 of the worst cards, admittedly, but still, it would take a massive amount of time to save up for some of these. And to be honest, I don't know if I've ever bought any stat chips from Shogun Gekomon in my life. Let's see what else he's got in his list. A rainbow horn. Can we click on this? Digivolve to Airdramon. So he actually has some Digivolution items as well. Let's see what else we've got here. Water bottle, Digivolve to Seadramon. That's what Seadramon would have given us when we spoke to him if we had chosen to receive an item off him. We can Digivolve it into Shellmon. We can Digivolve into Coalmon, which is actually pretty cool. Digimon into Frigimon. And then we also have the ability to buy an Amazing Rod, which is just an upgraded fishing rod from Shogun Gekomon. It's noticeably cheaper. And at some point, we might come back to pick that up, because I actually really like the Amazing Rod if we decide to do fishing. So, thank you for all that, Shogun Gekomon. With that, we're going to leave Volume Villa. I'll actually show you guys the outside because it's pretty insane. And we picked up Gekomon too. I think because this episode is actually going on longer, we haven't got a lot of cuts in this episode, so you guys are probably getting the full 40-minute chunk. We are going to probably round up the episode here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for believing in Max and his ability to become Phoenixmon, or her ability to become Phoenixmon. I still managed to fuck that up. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in tomorrow's episode. Make sure you throw us a comment down below and a like if you fancy doing that as well. And we will see you tomorrow.